Hey guys, just another quick little update of the backhoe. Today, let's see, what did I do today? I got some angle iron tacked on there. Going to weld it up more later to keep the plates from bowing out or in or any way like that. And then a plate on top. So once this is all welded up, this piece, the top part and the two side pieces will become one piece of metal basically. Just have it, all the cylinders put on just on the table here, just to see if I have any clearance issues. I've checked it all. Doesn't look like there's going to be anything. I got the stick here, just clamped down at the table to play around with the bucket. I greased it a bit just to make it a bit easier to move, so it was pretty easy. I've got the bucket brackets cut out and everything. I'll show you guys those later, but I'll get about to about there, curl in, and then for curl out I should just let me see if I can do this. Yeah, let's see here. See if I can put a stand under it and see if I can get it to hold it up. I'll have about, it should come back about that where it is now. Let me see if I can get about there. Yeah, about there it should go back, so should work out well. I've got plenty of curl and I still have, I think I need about 15 inches of stroke for a cylinder, but I'm just going to get an 18-inch and then I have a few inches just to play around with any other attachments or anything. But yeah, so got the bucket linkage cut out here. Let me take the bucket down off the stand here. Okay. I did notch it out. You can see there. I am going to brace this up. I'll weld a piece coming out here, or I might just make that bigger, but I'll weld a piece out there just to strengthen that up a bit. But cut that out with the grinder, and just so when it's curled, up like that, and you can see the edge of the boom there. It was hitting right there where you can see. So I just notched it out a bit. I made it kind of curved like that because I figured it wasn't going to lose any strength, but another reason was if I took just a chunk like that, it looked like it broke off, but look a bit weird. But there's the other piece, linkage. These are just half-inch holes for now, and just to make sure it all lines up and everything. I'll trim this about here or so, but so yeah, something like that. But anyway, yeah, just a quick video. Eventually I'll get that pivot welded up. I know in my many videos before I've said I'll eventually get around to that. But anyway, should get about a 5.5 to 6 feet of digging depth. I will I imagine in the future I likely will move these brackets back and move this down a bit, so I can get more digging depth. Main reason I put it up there just so I can get as much lifting strength I can get, because one of the reasons I built this was to dig trenches through the field and the field by my grandma's, about halfway down our driveway, there's a bit of a low spot, and it always, doesn't matter what you do to it, it always fills up with water. Then if it's been raining for a week, it'll flood 2 feet deep, unless they have the pumps going out to the river on, which pump the ditches out into the river. But anyway, so I needed plenty of power to lift up mud and stuff, and then for pulling out small stumps and clearing brush and stuff like that. So alright, I think that's about it. I still have to weld up, cut a little piece of plate to weld from here down to there. I might do a couple braces just from here down, like that, kind of a triangle, but or just do a piece of metal right across and then weld the bottom and sides and everything. But see if I have clearance here, enough clearance. Like I said before, I tried out the grease nipple. Well, it works fine. Nothing leaks. Doesn't take very much. But once I get it worked a bit, the grease will smear all the way around and get a good lubrication all the way around. Have to get the motor mounted. But I was thinking of, I think in the future I'll get a quieter muffler. This one's pretty loud, somewhat loud, but since I don't really have to get more power out of it, since it's just powering a hydraulic pump, which only needs a 9 horsepower at minimum. So this is 4 horsepower more, but anyway, so I don't really have to worry about any power. But I was thinking of, since there's already these holes here, I can just pop a couple screws in. I'm going to probably cut it off make a plate and have it weld it, or attach it there, just so it blows the exhaust and stuff downward, so if anybody walks by they don't get it in the face. And then I'll make a heat shield right here and stuff, so just so the back of the seat doesn't get warm. I'm not sure what this engine runs, like how hot it gets, but since the head and muffler and stuff are at the back, it should be fine. We'll see. Anyway, alright guys, thanks for watching. More videos soon. Probably not from the date I post this video, whatever is up on the right hand corner there, whatever it says post date, probably won't have another video for a week or so. We're going on holidays to Oregon, up in the mountain range area stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. Talk to you later. Bye.